Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we're coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. We're going to kind of stay in town right now. We're going to run across town a little bit, and Jason Court's going to join us, Executive Manager of Shaheen Chevrolet and Shaheen Cadillac. Jason, always good to have you. How you doing?
Doing great, Chris, and holidays are behind us. We had a pretty good 2024 December. Actually, the last quarter was good for us, and we had lots of inventory. EVs were coming in pretty good. We now have our new Silverado EV on the lot. We've got a couple of them. In the new Cadillac IQ Escalade, the all EV Escalade, it has been arriving. And also the new Escalade that's not EV has been arriving with the new interior and the slight redesign on that. So it's been exciting for us with the 2025 models. Things are going pretty good here right now, I can tell you.
You have to consider those are kind of highlights from the last year and the beginning of this year, eh? So, how's your back room? And let me go back there first. And by that I mean, your a mechanical end.
Service, quick lube, parts, body shop, I'll tell you, they're extremely busy. Um, Especially our body shop. When there's a little snow, ice, deer running, all that different stuff, it becomes a little busier than sometimes we want it, but and parts are becoming a little bit more available. All year we kind of struggled with getting sheet metal parts from all over the place, and just parts in general. So even though the supply chain has been improving, it's still been a challenge for us. So especially with all the new models that are out, and you get a brand new model and you get in an accident, they're not ready to ship those parts to you yet. So it becomes we had a customer drive off last week in a new Traverse with 100 miles on it and getting a pretty bad accident, and getting parts for that has been very challenging. So they're
Well,
using all the parts to build brand new vehicles, not necessarily to ship to the ones that are colliding. So
so in the meantime, you wouldn't think Michiganders would have seen slick roads for the first time, but it always appears they do on the first
very
one.
true. And
So,
also another thing in our parts department, we've got a couple new vans, and they're EV delivery vans that we've got getting put in there. It's called Bright Drop, and we're a Bright Drop dealer. It's an all EV commercial delivery van, and we're going to start using them in our parts department, especially for local deliveries. So it's exciting, and we're excited to see how from not using any gas at all in the maintenance, how we can save some money and become a little bit more profitable and competitive. So
you know, that reminds me, because one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for GM to come out with an effective EV four-wheel drive truck. And now you're telling me they haven't.
we have it, and we've got our first one on the lot, and yeah, so they're a beautiful vehicle. And I think, once people drive them but they're ranging anywhere. The work truck starts at like $40,000, but these go up to $100,000 on these, depending on what options you want on them. But they are very quick. They're a luxury ride. It's when people drive them, they're very, very smooth. So I think, Chris, you got to come out and drive one, and you're going to be impressed. Yeah.
I'm going to absolutely do that. My dogs are almost demanding it. They're running my Acadia full of hair, right?
Yes.
Hybrids or EVs, what does it look like is happening sales wise, and what does 25 look like for that?
Well, you're not going to see the gas vehicle go away for a long, long time. And yes, GM's now even pushing, they're still on the EV trend. You're going to start seeing probably some hybrids come our way. They've been in the hybrid game for a long time and then started moving EV, but I think they started to realize that our world wasn't moving that way as quick as some other people wanted it to. So you got to shift and move accordingly. And but I'll tell you, it's a good thing, like I drive an EV myself, a Cadillac Lyric, and I've got the charger in the house and the whole thing. And it is interesting to me that I'm not at the gas station at all. And at first I had the little anxiety about, driving to Detroit or something like that. But with the apps and everything else, you get comfortable and familiar with it pretty quick. So,
Well, and the infrastructure is falling in line finally. You can find pretty well where you can do quick charges, et cetera. So that's helpful.
yeah. And now, Tesla opened it up to where we've got adapters that we sell with every single car now. And you can use every Tesla charger across the country. And it's just a couple $100 adapter that now you can use it. So
I will be out there to drive that new Silverado, buddy. Trust me. Jason Cords, Executive Manager at Shaheen Chevrolet and Shaheen Cadillac. Thanks so much for joining us. Keep up the good work, my friend.
Thanks, Chris. Happy New Year.
And to you too. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.